One thing that came up in the last couple weeks that I thought was interesting was the Crazy Mountain 100 changing their prereqs to not only a 100-miler, but a 100-miler with 15,000 feet of gain, finishing the race, no time requirement, just finishing the race, but it must have 15,000 foot of gain, or a K within 24 hours with over 10,000 foot of gain. What are your thoughts on that? It's Golden Hour Adventure Time, featuring everyday people doing extraordinary things. From the peaks of victory to the valleys of defeat, these are their stories. Now, from the back of the pack, your hosts, Justin and Robbie. And welcome to the podcast. So Robbie and I were just talking offline this whole time, and I'm like, dude, why did we not hit record? And so...
we have a bad habit of doing that.
Yeah, we do have a bad habit of doing that. So if you're watching the video, my mustache has this weird thing, like a stray, like 5 hairs. It's weird. I've been noticing it. So I don't know. Please ignore that or don't mention it. You know, it's weird. So yesterday, I randomly jumped into a half marathon. I had 20 miles. And so I was like, well, there's a half marathon and locally, like really close to where I live in the same town, called the Santa Claus Half Marathon. And I was like, let me jump into it. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was a road race. It was definitely not a road race. It's more unapproved gravel road, I guess is what you would call it. I don't know. I was kicking rocks, and then we were on these parts that, you know, it wasn't trail, but I could have wore like a road to trail shoe. I wore not a super shoe because I don't own super shoes, but I wore the Hyperion Max 2s, which are, you know, like a nylon plated tempo shoe. Wrong choice.
Did you get some blisters or your feet hurt?
No, never did. I didn't get any blisters or anything. Well, I started out the day, so I had 20, right? So I was going to do 7 before and then the half marathon. My running partner was a little late, so we were only able to get 6 in before the race. And we ran trails, so we ran 6 miles of trail, and the grass was just soaking wet, so my socks were soaked.
Yeah.
But I changed shoes. I put on those other shoes, but I still put on socks that were wet. So I was like, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a good race. I actually set my second fastest half marathon, which I thought was kind of cool. The first half marathon that I did my fastest half marathon is a race that happens in South Dakota that's all downhill. And so
on road.
Yeah, on road, all downhill. So I think, yeah, it's my second fastest time, but really like this one, it was my fastest because it wasn't all downhill and on road. So I'll count it.
So now it's kind of cool because you could be like, man, I wonder what I could do on that downhill course now.
That's probably right. I did not enjoy that downhill course though. It kind of sucks. Like just running downhill for 13 miles. It's like, man. Yesterday, about mile 10, I was just like, God, I don't want to be here anymore.
Really?
There's something about just running ultra marathons and walking and just like having fun and eating good food. Man, going out and like for a fast paced race like that is not enjoyable to me.
Yeah. No,
I don't know why.
I'm right there with you. Like, that's why we do the 50Ks and above, right? Like even 50Ks sometimes can go by a little fast depending.
Yeah, I think it's fun to go out and test yourself every once in a while. Just kind of see where you are physically. I don't know. That was a test for me, and that's probably going to be my last test for a while. Other than 200 miles that we're about to run, that I think is a test. But
that's going to be a test of our mental strength, and
yeah, I think that's going to be a more mental test than anything. How you feeling about it?
I'm getting a little nervous, actually.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, my training's been what my training. It was almost 19 miles on Friday night, right out of Sturgis. It was actually a really cool loop we did up Centennial Trail. Then you just take a right and get on Sturgis trails and run down by the dams and back down to Alkali.
Nice.
I haven't ran 18 miles, 19 miles all year.
Okay.
So it is what it is. but of course there was, a lot of uphill too. And my goal was to do the run mile, walk a mile thing, but uh, I was just getting a little too far behind the other person, and I didn't want them. I looked down at my watch. I'm like, yeah, that might be the original plan was to go 25 miles, but by the time we got up to the 9 mile mark, where it's like, 18 is good enough. Um,
Yeah.
especially with how late it was. I
Yeah.
mean, we finished. Uh, I got back to the car around 3, and I almost didn't get home till like almost 4. So
4 in the morning?
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
So it's
we
definitely a
didn't
night
start till
run.
yeah, we didn't start till 10 o'clock. We weren't
Oh,
actually
okay.
running till after 10 o'clock. So it was a legit night run. But I was like, at 19 miles, I'm like, man, I got 180 more miles to go. But you know,
You can't look at it like that. There's no
no,
way.
but that's what my brain was saying, right? But I think the one run walk we're gonna do till we can't do it anymore is gonna be different. I know we're not gonna be running under 10-minute miles during those runs. Maybe 15 at the most. Who knows? We'll see. But I think it's just gonna be fun going out there. Um, I actually got the new Mafate fives. They got rid of the speed in them, but you can actually have gaiters. So I actually got a pair of gaiters and wore those for the first time.
Really? Are
Yeah,
those so what's the difference in the is it Mafate X?
this is a carbon shoe.
Is the carbon. So the
Yeah,
Mafate 5 numbered is just the regular Mafates.
yeah. So it used to be Mafate Speed Trail.
Mm,
Now it's just Mafate. They got a wider toe box and they're quite squishy, but they're still set up
really?
for technical. Um, so yeah, I saw Andy Glaze is actually wearing them because I don't know if you've seen the Strava thing. If you run,
Yeah, he's sponsored now. What a crazy thing is he's got probably over 1 million followers combined and finally taking a sponsorship. Well, I saw that he's writing a book, and that's I think where the sponsorship comes from is he decided to
yeah,
take some sponsors, because of the book.
yeah, I
But
heard him say he doesn't want to pay, he doesn't want to drain his retirement to write a book to get it published. Which,
no, and I mean, dude, make bank, bro. Like,
yeah,
why you waited so long? I don't understand. Like, you have the followership. Like, can you imagine the amount of companies that hit him up on the
oh jeez,
daily trying to get some,
yeah,
especially now that they found out that he's sponsored? They're like, boom,
yeah,
everybody's like, try my stuff, try my stuff. But what a way to open up a sponsorship. You got Strava, Hoka, and UTMB all in one, bro. Who is his who is his manager? Because I want to talk to them.
maybe it was like all the holding off, right? They're like, how the fuck do we win this guy over?
Yeah, how do we get him? How do we get him? Like, all right, we'll let you in UTMB. You get a free pay trip. Well, Hoka will give you $1 million and a couple pair of shoes, and we'll throw something in for Strava.
Yeah.
Like,
Good for him,
yeah.
though. I mean, good for
Oh
him.
yeah, for sure, dude. I've always said, like, why is that guy not cashing in on the work that he has done? Because it's
Yeah,
not easy to build a followership like that, and he's put in a lot of work for it. Like, I mean, mad respect for him. So,
yeah.
as my friend Amanda would say, get your bag.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, well, shit, I can run, 100 and what is it, 12 miles in month of August for
Yeah.
UTMB. So I
Yeah.
joined when a chance at it.
I didn't join. I should though. I'm
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
gonna be doing 112 miles, so 109, whatever it is.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's August 8th through, I can't remember,
Yeah, I don't
end of
know.
August or something like, yeah.
When
So
is UTMB? It's coming up, right?
next weekend, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I did see that. I saw an advertisement this morning about the different races starting on the different days.
Yeah, so actually, it should be UTMB should be starting something tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already here.
The big race. What's the 200?
Oh well, yeah,
The team one. I forget
the
what the
team
name
one.
of
Yeah,
it.
I can't remember the name of that one.
Probably has like 14 C's in it or something.
Probably. And I think that's the one where you can't, when you come into the aid stations, you can't be any farther than 100 feet or something like that of your teammate
Yeah, you got to do it.
as a team.
I mean, you pretty much have to have a rope tied around you.
Yeah.
What a cool race though, like a whole team thing. That'd be neat.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different, well, we're gonna find out here pretty soon. There's a lot of different, things that can happen within your team, 2 people.
Yeah. I ran 100 with our other friend Teresa, and I actually really really enjoyed it. It was kind of fun. Like we never in a I mean, we had our lows and our up, your highs
Yeah,
and your lows, but at the same time like it was just a lot of fun.
yeah.
We never really I never got tired of her. I'm sure she got tired of me, but I thought it was a great time. Now we only did 100 miles, so doing another 100 would have been a lot different, but
Through the mountains of, uh, France, Italy, and
yeah,
there's some different variables in there, but I
for
still think it would
sure.
be, depending how you, man, what an experience, though.
Yeah, it would be an epic. Do you have to qualify for that one, or is it
I
like
I believe you do.
okay, so you still have to have your stones or rocks or whatever
Yeah,
UTMB
I know there's
does?
there's something there. Well, like, just that's a good question. I Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look.
Hey, speaking of races, I saw something today on Instagram, and I just want to give a shout out to our friend Jackie, who came on the podcast a long time ago, and we talked her into starting ultra running. And she's been doing these backyard ultras for like 2 years and trying to figure them out. And I wouldn't say eventually, but just now, yesterday, she won one.
Well, really?
She took it all. She took the dub. I think she ran 76 miles, which
Good for
is
her.
extremely impressive. So, Jackie, I know you're listening to this because you always tell me you do. Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats on your win. Now, guess what? Go chase a freaking buckle. Throw
Yeah,
those
let us
backyards
talk you
behind you.
into
Go
something
get
else.
yeah, go get your buckle. No, I have a lot of respect for the backyard people because they have no idea how far they're going. And that to me is just like is stressful. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. Robbie, it seems more like that's up your alley than mine, but
Yeah, I think I need to do one. It is definitely more my thing. Just the unknown, but on top of that, if the goal is to go as far as you can, like, you just can't go out and start blazing. You got to figure out a strategy to somewhat hold on to till you can't hold on to it anymore. And
yeah.
um, I was thinking about, like, how I would train for one, and I would really have to, depending the course and all those things, um, if it was a flat one or a little bit of hills, I would really try to find some kind of trails to emulate that. But then I would probably just go out and do, the 4.133 miles in an hour and try to resemble that race for the training, because I wouldn't know how to do it without doing that.
Yeah, you would almost have to practice the distance and try to get it down. I think it's 4.167.
Is it? Yeah. Because it
Yeah.
equals 20 or 100 miles in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think I have no idea. I've coached a couple people for them, and we never really practiced the distance itself in the loop. But
Hmm.
that's an interesting idea behind it. We've always just trained it like we're training for a 100 miler type thing, 150 miler. That's how I've approached coaching with it rather than I mean, there's some specifics that we tied in when it came to the actual rates itself, but I think training for it, we trained as normal,
Yeah.
as if we were going to go out and do 100 mile. I say
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
individual go out and do 100 mile. That's how we trained, how they trained. I keep saying we, like I have any part of their training. I mean, I write it, but I don't go out and
You
run
don't
miles
do
with
it.
them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it though. It's a team though. So I get that part.
Yeah, I like I said, I've coached a few people for it, but I've never ran one myself. And I don't think I could do one. I don't know why. They're very interesting to me, and I applaud anyone who goes out and does them, but to me, the unknown, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, so that that race we were talking about. It's PTL.
The PTO. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's 186 miles, uh, 82,000 feet of gain.
Cool.
Oh, and
82,000 feet again.
yeah, yeah,
You
and
just skipped over that like it wasn't anything.
and we're off on our dates. It doesn't start till the 25th. So
Oh,
everyone out there that was a fact checking us, we're sorry. We got it
yeah.
right.
Everybody was like, oh my gosh, they're screaming. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm missing UTMB right now.
Yeah, and then UTMB is um the 26th. No, not the 26th. Maybe it is. God, their website is horrible.
Excuse me. Yeah,
It's the 29th. It's the 29th.
their website is awful. It's terrible. Trying to find anything in there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of their website. As much money as they have, you would think that they could put some of their money into their website, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Their
but it's all
website
those
is
people that don't
awful.
run and they just sit back there and get money thrown at them on how to design a website that is all pretty, but no no way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, one thing that came up in the last couple weeks that I thought was interesting was the Crazy Mountain 100 changing their prereqs to not only a 100 miler, but a 100 miler with 15,000 feet of gain, finishing the race, no time requirement, just finishing the race, but it must have 15,000 foot of gain, or 100K within 24 hours with over 10,000 foot of gain. What are your thoughts on that?
You and I have talked about this quite a bit at length, and we were always wondering why races didn't do this. And I think I haven't ran Crazy Mountain. I've been out there crewing and knowing what it is, and I've been to other hard Mountain 100s. I think that's right. I think there should be some kind of regulation or entry that qualification that you must have so much gain. Because, you know, the dinosaur, 100 doesn't have that much gain and you get 24 hours, right? The 100K doesn't have much gain and you get, I can't remember the hours on that. I, I really just think that with how big the sport's getting and how fast it's going and everyone wanting to get Western States or
The
Leadville
100K gets 24 hours, and I think the 100 miler gets 34.
for a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, but there isn't a very much gain in there.
Uh-uh.
I think that these races are just really not doing right for the runners. You could have a new runner that ran road marathons and wants to jump into a ultras and trail, and everyone sees, Western States or Leadville, Wasatch, some of these other big ones hanging out there, and they don't have enough experience in the game, and they get in. And part of Crazy Mountain Want to do this was the DNF rate, right? A lot of people were choosing this as their first hard mountain 100. You had to have some prereqs to get in. I don't remember what it was, but
Yeah, but some people are using you only had to have 100K, I think. So you
right.
can get in and this be your first 100 miler. 24,000 foot of climb for your first 100 miler. That's a steep ask.
And you're out in the middle of nowhere most of the time.
Oh yeah.
So
Long distances if you have a crew, it's long distances in between your crew.
mm-hmm. I think the sport needs it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I did some research on the other hard rock qualifiers, and there's really nothing like that out there where they have those. There's a few races that do, but not all of them have prereqs like that where it's requirement to have a 100-mile race with X amount of climb, or 100K with X amount of climb within a certain time. And so I applaud Crazy Mountain for that. I think that, this is a serious graduate level race that needs to be respected. And not saying that this can't be your first 100 miler. You could go out there and do it. I'm not saying that at all. I think that it's very possible to run a mountain race and it be your first one.
Yeah.
However, I think a lot of people just see the cool buckle and people finishing it and not taking it serious of how hard this race is.
Yeah.
And yeah, because your first, I think 50 miles is majority of where your climb is at. Because I ran to the back 26 miles and we got a lot of climb, but it wasn't like hard climb. It was hills, you know. So I think a
Yeah.
majority of the first part of the race is so you're getting introduced like quick. And then Robbie, when you and I were out there crewing, our runner saw mountain goats. That's how high up
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
So it's like that race is no joke, you know. There's a reason Hard Rock puts their stamp on it, you know.
Mhm.
And so
And that brings up another thing too, is like High Lonesome 100 in Colorado. You're at elevation quite a bit. Leadville,
yeah.
your elevation quite a bit. I would say that Leadville is not as technical as Crazy Mountain or High Lonesome, uh, but a lot of runners, depending where they come from, flatlanders or not, uh, they forget about that elevation too. So add all that gain, the technicality of the trail into that. You've got to be prepared. I think
Yeah.
there's, and we're kind of seeing this now with races where registration's going up, insurance to hold these races going up due to what ifs type of thing could happen to runners out there. So we're going to see the fees go up. So it's just time to, old school ultra runners, they didn't care, but there wasn't that many of us. Look at where it's at now. We got to start putting some little things in place to help these runners out, help the race directors out that want to go build these crazy routes too, right? We forget about that part. There's probably some race directors that have these routes out there and they're like, there's no way I could get insurance for this.
Yeah.
I think with some time now, we'll be able to see some stuff happening with some harder courses.
Do you think how much of a responsibility, well, I mean, it should be all the responsibility, but the race directors putting on the races that are, you know, holding these standards for the runners. And so I applaud the race director for Crazy Mountain. I can't remember her name, but she's the one that came out and said that this is what has to happen to ensure the safety of the runners.
Mm-hmm.
And so um, I wonder if this puts pressure on other race directors of hard races to start changing some of their standards.
Uh, I'm going to be the asshole and say I hope it does.
Yeah.
I've just I've I've been around long enough. I'm not super old school, but I've been around it long enough and been to some of these hard mountain races, and I've seen the people that don't finish, the people that drop out early on. Um, do they deserve to be there? Some of them, yeah. Some of them put the work in. A majority of them, but once again, it's look at this buckle. This race is prestigious. Leadville 100 is famous for it. They allow a lot of runners in there, and people come from all over the world and never trained at elevation. So I don't want to see these races get in such bad shape where they have to shut them down because they allow anyone in there and people start getting hurt or lost, and then the insurance is so high that they can't put on the race anymore. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I have zero desire to do Leadville. And I don't know if it's because of your influence of telling me not to do it, but I like I wouldn't say it's in the same boat as like Boston, but I mean, I could see myself doing Leadville one day where I could never see myself doing Boston, but I I find it odd that I just have no drive. And I get asked all the time, or you have interest in running Leadville? And I'm like, I don't. And I don't know why. There's nothing, I mean, there's nothing against it. It's a trail, Mountain 100.
Yeah.
I just, you know, it seems like it's right up my alley. You know, it's kind of a big publicized race. It's ran by a big company. So, you're going to get solid aid. Like, it's a crewable race. Like, it just seems like everything that I would want to do in a race, but I almost just have no desire to do it. I don't know why. It's crazy.
Maybe it's me with all the talking shit about
Yeah,
it.
it's your influence. It's your
Yeah, my influence.
influence.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot. I actually want to go do that soft rock. I think that'd be really cool to go out
Yeah,
and do
and
soft rock with you.
yeah, I mean, if you can line it up where you get done just right before Hard Rock starts, then you get to hang out and spectate Hard Rock. There's not much you can spectate of Hard Rock because the aid stations, some of them you can't even get to, right? Because it's crew accessible
Yeah.
only. Like, but just being in that town and it's just they always say the Hard Rock family, and I've got to witness it. It's definitely the Hard Rock family. It's different, but just that course, just those mountains, it's something else.
Yeah. Speaking of hard rock family, did you see what Killian's putting together?
I saw a little blurb about it, along with his other little blurb about. We'll talk about that after, but yeah.
So I guess he's going to run and bike all the 14ers in the US, which is wild to me. How long is
he's
that
gonna
going to take?
he's gonna be in Colorado for a long time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's insane to me. He's going to run and bike all the 14ers in the US. I mean, that's a pretty big project.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, biking to Denali is going to be. I don't know how many days.
I didn't even think about Denali. I did not think about all these Alaskan ones. I just assumed that he was going to be in continental US. I didn't think he's
Yeah,
about
I don't know.
Alaska.
Is he in the lower 48 or is he doing?
I didn't read about lower 48. Yeah, that's
Knowing
that's
him, he's going
very
to do
interesting.
Denali. He's already done it, right?
He had the record on Denali at one point, but
And he probably wasn't even running.
I think he did it in 10 hours. So
Jeez.
I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting if he does Alaska, because then you got to bike out of Alaska, which is possible, but it's going to be yeah, that's I don't know.
There was
It says right here, I'm reading it right here. Journey will line up for his next adventure in early September. This one linking up the 14,000-foot peaks across the U.S. by foot and bike. So it just says the U.S. It doesn't say. Oh, he did say. Oh, it says right here. There's 58 in Colorado, 12 in California, and 2 in Washington. So he's not going to go to Alaska.
okay.
So
I was going to say, and starting in September, there's no way he could get.
yeah, no,
He would
you
have to
can't
do
climb
Alaska
Denali in
first.
September.
Then
Yeah,
by the
you can't
time he
climb
got down
Denali in
to
September.
the lower 48,
That's like a May, June, July thing.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
you can't. There's no way. No one's even going to take you up there in September.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make it. The snow would be way too heavy. I mean, you would. I'm not saying you would die, but you would die.
So there's 2 14ers in Washington. Oh, Rainier and what's the other one?
Well, I don't know. Somewhere in the Cascades, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. People tell us where the other 14ers and
yeah.
Jeff,
we're not very. Yeah.
Jeff, tell us where
Yeah,
the
Jeff,
other 14.
where were we at? Where are we at, Jeff?
Leave it in the comments on Instagram.
Jeff's getting chased by owls right now, screaming at us like, "It's this one."
he got lost listening, forgot to turn his hat backwards so they don't chase him.
Yeah. God, what a funny hat, man.
I wore it on Friday night. I wasn't gonna wear it for running, but I'm like, this area is kind of known. It's like, man, there's some shit out there.
Oh yeah.
Like, we left our dogs at home because we're like, we don't want to worry about having to worry about our dogs in the middle of the night with what's out there.
Yeah.
There's no bears in South Dakota. Well,
no documented bears.
Yeah. We have lots of mountain lions, and that is one place they like to live. And it's a perfect spot for them to live. Yeah, we didn't see shit though.
I've been back there before, and there was one other time, and I can't remember where it's at. To the life of me, it's down by Pactola area.
Mm-hmm.
But I was down there in the dams by myself one time, And I wouldn't say it was like, it wasn't midday, but I think it was early morning. And it was the woods were just quiet, real quiet. And dude, that's such an eerie feeling. And I had it one other time when I was with Bethany. We were running down there by Pactola, at the bottom of Pactola. I can't remember what that trailhead is called, but
Hmm.
um, yeah,
Oh,
me,
down off the dam.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
but further back.
yeah,
And that instance where we're below Pactola, the lake, me and her both were like, we need to get out of here. Something is not right. The woods just get real quiet. You just had this eerie feeling. I'm getting chill bumps right now just remembering it. Like, something is watching you, but you can't find it, right? You have no idea where it's at. It was starting to get dark. We did not have headlamps. We didn't plan to be out there as long as we were. It was just an eerie feeling that something is watching you. And I mean, those cats that are out there, they live in trees essentially, and
yep,
they they will see you way, 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 way before you see them, if you ever see them.
right, yeah,
I actually never saw one the whole time I lived there. I was screamed at by multiple cats, but yeah, just I assuming scaring them in the middle of the night. But yeah,
yeah,
that's eerie, man. In that area, like I said, the dams, I had that same feeling. Wasn't as crazy as the one down in Pactola, but that one in by the dams was it was scary, I think, because I was by myself. And that's what was kind of eerie, is I was down there by myself, and not that a cat's gonna attack me, but it's still
right, yeah.
that point of view, getting watched.
Well, there at that dams, it's always kind of eerie because you're down in that hole, and
Yeah.
it's up all the way around. So you're like, if something did happen, I got to go up,
Yeah.
and it's pretty steep. I mean, it's not forever, but when so at the point where Mike had saw one on the trail this year, he saw two. Mike has seen two this year.
Oh, no way.
Out of all the years of running, he saw two, and when we're going, he stopped and he goes, "This is where I saw the mountain lion."
So he did see one out in that area?
It was on the Centennial. Yep, it was up above, um, on the as you're going up, towards Bulldog. Uh, I can't remember how far we were in there, but he stopped and he goes, "This is where I saw it," and it was like right here. He was pretty close to it actually. It ran away. The other one he saw was off by Victoria's Secret,
Oh,
so
yeah.
right out of town.
Yep.
So I could imagine there's a lot out there,
Yeah.
but I didn't see anything with that owl hat on backwards. So
Yeah. What about snakes? Robbie has a tendency to get struck at by snakes running at night.
it's been so wet here. Like you're talking about your feet getting wet. Soon as we started, it's just been raining almost every day here. So the trails are all overgrown, and as soon as we got on the trails, Centennial, as soon as we left, I mean, uh, once you go under the bridge and get on the trail, my feet were pretty much wet the whole time.
Yeah.
The trail's overgrown, so you can't really see the trail too much. But I didn't see any snakes. I was definitely watching for them because I know how my luck goes at night with the snakes.
Well, you didn't have four people ahead of you run by it before it rattled at you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny.
Uh,
Man. Well, how you feeling about Cowboy?
I'm getting nervous.
Okay.
Just I don't want to say lack, but this training cycle. I think next week I'm going to do another big one. I'm like 90% that I'm going to sign up for Nightcrawler, which is the 22nd
Oh, nice.
of this month. You know, that will get me out there. Not so much that I need, night training per se, but it will get me out there. And I kind of want to do the run the walk a mile thing and just
Yeah.
kind of just get some time on feet. I need a little confidence boost of time on feet right now. Usually by now, I've had multiple 20 milers, 50Ks, 50 milers under my feet for just a 100 miler. And I'm going after a 200 with. So that's like my mind tells me I could walk the whole thing,
Yeah.
so that's also where it's like I know I could walk the whole thing. So, what about you?
Yeah, I'm not really nervous, and I don't know why. Like, there's zero pressure on this race, and so we have so much time to finish it. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I think there's some logistical stuff that we need to figure out, but
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not worried. And I'm not nervous at all. Like, I mean, we still got 6 weeks left to go, but I just I'm not I don't know. I mean, I just ran 100 miler, so I have that,
Yeah.
that fitness,
Hmm.
and I'm starting to ramp back up. I think I did 40 something miles this week, which is, not a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm starting to ramp back up, into to normal, hit a couple big weeks here.
Hmm.
And but yeah, I don't know. I'm not nervous at all. I think that it's going to be I'm looking more forward to it being
Yeah.
just an
Me too.
epic adventure than anything. And so I guess we'll see. I don't know. I mean, maybe once we start our trek for 200 miles, something will be different. I
Well,
think I'm more worried about, is it going to be hot or is it going to be cold?
that's one of my major things too, because I talked to a guy that ran the 100. I think it was the first year, and I think it was in November when they did it that first year.
Oh, I don't know.
Um, and he was telling me it was super hot during the day, like got overheated, then it got like super cold at night, and he ran out of water, didn't have enough clothes on, and the only way he could stay warm was by running the last marathon pretty hard to finish the race.
Wow.
So, but now it's because last year was 2 weeks before that in September, second weekend of October or September. Now it's the third or fourth week in September. I don't know how it
Yeah.
falls, but and this is the way I'm looking at it too. Um, always got to have ways to justify stuff. It's essentially we got to run 67 miles 3 times in 24 hours.
Oh gosh.
Right. So,
I mean, I guess when you break it out like that, and then we still have 80, but we have 84 hours. So
yeah, well,
yeah, yeah.
that's my mindset though. Like,
I mean,
could
my
I,
goal, and I think your goal is the same, because if it's my goal, it's going to be your goal, is to do it under 3 days.
yeah, if we can do it under 3 days.
I think under 3 days. So if we do
Yeah.
71, 59, 59, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
be happy if we do 83, 59, 59,
Yeah. Yeah. I
to
think we'll be
say that
happy
we
just crossing the finish line.
finish 100 miler.
So what is that 84 hour? What does that put the pace we have to?
I think it's 29-minute miles.
29
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's
that's
crazy. Think about it, right? 29-minute miles. That's insane. But then you got to factor in like sleep.
oh yeah, no.
You got to
It's just
factor in like aid station stops, and
I've walked 29-minute miles before because
I
I've
know
been
it's
so jacked up.
incredibly slow.
Yeah, because my first 50K, I was going less than a mile an hour because it took me 6 hours to walk 6 miles. So I don't. I guess yeah. So
I
geez,
don't know.
that's even faster than when I I walked those last 6 miles in my 50K.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I don't know. We're gonna do the run walk until we can't, and then we'll just walk, I guess. And
Yeah, and
then maybe we'll run here and there.
yeah, I'm not. That's kind of my thing too. It's gonna hurt. I know that. I already know it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But like you said, without having, um, like putting a bunch of weight on us to do something and just go out there and enjoy the experience. That's what it's about. So
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly have zero pressure on it.
yeah,
Like, other than finish the race, which I'm 100% confident we will.
yeah,
And so other than that, I don't
walk
know.
it out.
But well, hey man, I am running a race next year, and they are now a sponsor of the Golden Hour Ventures. It's the West Virginia Trail Fest.
Oh,
Yeah. So they have a 5K at night that has 750 feet of gain.
oh,
Yeah.
a
You
5K.
climb a 5K. You climb a ski hill. as a
Okay.
5K. You climb the ski hill. So every race ends at the ski hill. So you have to climb the ski hill to finish the race, which I think is hilarious.
It's the finishes on the top.
It finishes at the top,
Oh, that's so awesome. I love
isn't
that.
it?
Yeah, I
And
love that.
so they have a 30K, a 60K, and a 100K. I'm going to run the 60K. And so I want to try to get as many people to come out and run the 5K. I would imagine you're not going to come to West Virginia just to run a 5K, but
I would hope not.
maybe you come out and you run your first ultra, a 60K. I think you get 13 hours to finish it, which is a very healthy amount of time.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
We won't really mention that there's 7,500 feet of gain in the 60K, but there's 7,500 feet of gain.
In West Virginia,
this is a West Virginia mountain race, and the 100K boasts about 11,000 feet of gain, so it's a pretty pretty decent 100K. So the race director said that you do not get a buckle for the 100K. He's an old school race director, an old school ultra runner, and so you do not get a buckle. But it's going to be an epic time. I'm going to be there the whole weekend, cheering everybody on, doing 100K. Oh, doing a 60K. Oh my gosh, I almost said I'd do 100K.
Well, you almost talked yourself into the 100K.
Yeah, I almost talked myself into 100K. No, doing a 60K. Come out and run with me. If you sign up West Virginia Trail Fest and you use the code Mustache15, you get 15% off, and you get entered into a drawing to win a free race entry. So you sign up, you enter my code, and if you win the race entry, they give your money back. So seems like it's a win-win. And this is on Memorial Day weekend next year.
Oh, so you got a 3-day weekend.
26. You got a 3-day weekend.
No excuses.
Come out and run it. Come out and run it. So, all right. Well, everyone, thanks for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a like, give us a follow, hit us up on YouTube, leave us a review. Please leave us a review. That helps us out on any platform that you listen to. And we'll, as always, see you on the trail.